Hello and welcome back to more My Hero Academia Season 7. I'm here with my reaction to episode 4. Now, the last episode, goodness, it felt like it just kind of came out of nowhere with the whole deal with Yuga. And I know I called the episode traitor, and there was a lot of people that were like, no, he's not a traitor, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that was kind of bait, just to wind you guys up a little bit. Sorry. Ultimately, I did feel really bad for him. He's basically the victim caught in the middle of this full situation. His parents just thought he's quirkless, and growing up in this world, quirkless wasn't really an option for him. So the parents did what they thought was the right thing to do. And unfortunately, it wasn't just a case of giving him a quirk. It came with consequences, and it came with things that they had to do along the way. And this is pretty much where we have ended up. So I feel bad for him, basically. And I hope now that the secret is out there, that he can go on to just being a regular boy and we can all move past this. At the end of the day, we thought that they weren't going to accept Midoriya back in, and here we are. Midoriya is back in. So who's to say that this can't happen for him as well? And we finally got to see what the Invisible Girl looks like as well. Now, it's funny because people were talking more about that from the last episode than the whole, Yuga being on the inside and the things that he has had to do. People were really focusing on finally seeing her. I thought it was cool as well. She's very beautiful. I never really thought in my head what I thought she would look like. Or maybe I did, actually. I thought she'd be a brunette. I didn't think she'd have green hair. So there's that. But yes, I'm very excited to find out where the story is going to go from here. And is Yuga going to be okay? What's going to happen to him at this point? And how will Midoriya save the day? Because he always, always does. Now, don't forget, if you want to watch this unedited with me, to head on over to suzylu.co.uk or head on over to my Patreon. The link is in the description. All right, let's do this.
Why? I don't get it. Why don't they turn their backs on me?
Oh, just Midoriya with tears in his eyes. It just gets me every time.
A crime is a crime. I hate to point this out, but you're the ones who are hurt most by his actions. Do you really want to trust an admitted traitor?
It's really difficult, he is a traitor.
None of us noticed how tortured he was, so we have to take some responsibility too. He's our classmate. And he's sitting in front of us weeping like the epitome of despair. That's why we're holding out a hand to him.
See, after everybody holding out their hand and being like, you're still one of us, see if he goes back to him, oh my god, and causes some other drama, I'll kill him myself.
And now, Yama, you gotta remember, no one cared that Midoriya was born quirkless. We didn't turn on him, even though he was hiding his tears from us just like you.
This is exactly what I just said. Midoriya has been through all of this, and everyone is still there for him.
Aoyama, meddling when you don't have to is the essence of being a hero. You're still one of us. Listen to.
How dare you? You're gonna make me cry. Stop it.
Midoriya, you suggested we could lure out all for one. I don't suppose you have an actual plan.
Hi, who let this guy in? How did this just come on? Anyways.
Aoyama, you can rest assured. I have no intention of expelling you from UA.
Aww, it's so sweet.
Before I start, can you make absolutely sure that the Aoyamas won't be able to hear what I have to say?
Sure, you got it.
I have never seen someone cry nearly as much as him right now.
Success will depend on him, though.
We only have a week if we want to use our advantage. We can't just sit on our hands.
It's a plan worth considering.
I just feel like All for One is always ahead of us. And I want to be optimistic about this working. But he's just so strong and he's always in control.
This will be okay!
He doesn't believe it. Which is strange considering everything that we've just said to him. He's still not sure. Maybe it's because he's just spent the past 10 years being under control.
This isn't the time to stop training. We can still improve our quirks. Death.
Guys, let's make sure we beat them.
Yeah!
Girl, we don't got much of a choice but to beat them at this point.
So there's an important piece of gear I need fixed.
Is that how you usually open doors?
Ouchies! That hurt. Oh, wow!
Oh,
It's been a minute.
hey
How's it
girl!
going?
Oh my goodness. He's too young! He's too young!
Danger sense didn't alert me. I must be more tired than I thought.
Please maintain composure. Anyway, hello again, Hatsume.
I thought that was him opening the door. That was like a Ka-chan thing right there.
Oh, not cool. That sounds like a major pain.
Don't tell me. Is Hatsume totally unaware of the current state of the country?
Wait, no way. She's been stuck in her basement all this time?
You two are here to get costumes repaired, is that right? Come on in.
Wait, is there no windows? Like, no nothing? She literally has no idea?
Whoa, fancy mid-gauntlets. They utilize the latest in compression technology.
They're prototypes from the US, so I can't just buy new ones. You think you'd be able to fix them?
Would you need them soon?
Well, I mean, let's just say like a day.
Those are completely trash. I'd have to make you new ones from scratch. Sadly, I've got no condenium on hand right now. No babies for you. What a shame.
Okay, but why are you running away while saying that?
Yeah, why are you acting so weird suddenly?
Hatsume, what are you working on right now? A flying shelter?
What? That's kind of mental. Why would you need that? Oh, unless someone destroys the world.
If you want a way to cool down your legs, then why don't you just try running with your arms instead? Even if an idea's an A+ right now, it could drop to an A- if I don't nurture it. Like I always say when I dream up a new baby, I've got to raise it right!
She has definitely said that before.
She is so intense, but the thing is, she always gets everything done, and she's like the best ally to have.
It's not like I've got blinders on. I know the messed up situation you heroes are in. We're not fighters down here. That's why we're pouring so many hours into our innovations. We're trying to protect people too, with our skills.
Well, it's like having medics, do you know what I mean? You can have as many people on the front line as you want, but you always need the support system behind. That is them.
I couldn't make the exact same gauntlets. These are inferior to your last ones. But if you can live with that, please put those babies to good use.
Wait, you made that in like 2 seconds?
Anita, this isn't a one-to-one replica of the armor you destroyed, but make the most of it.
I'm so grateful.
We just found our measuring tape.
I guess we'll work on something else.
Damn. Like, she got even more creative.
Hey, I figured it would take you longer. We were just getting ready to...
Excellent. We made it in time.
Pieces aren't supposed to implode like that.
Where have I seen that before, actually? I think it was South Park. I don't think we should talk about it.
I wonder, will Aoyama come around?
I believe in him. He'll definitely return, and we'll fight this fight together.
But is he allowed to return, though? I've got it in my brain that if he speaks against him, then he's gonna explode. Like, I'm so scared for him.
That's enough yapping for now. Midoriya, Bakugo, and Todoroki, listen up. Each of you will form a separate team and spread out. UA High School Hero Course Class 1A. It's time you join the search!
Okay, so we're splitting off. That's kind of scary because I feel like Kacchan, Todoroki, and Midoriya, like, I feel like they should always be together because there's more strength between the three of them, but...
Of course we want to protect the citizens, but still, the more people who evacuate, the less intel we'll get about the villains. It's a shame.
Wait, so it's actually a bad thing to have them evacuate?
I can feel it in the air. A terrible total war is about to break out in earnest.
I'm not ready for those two to fight against each other just now. Oh, it's gonna be epic.
Young Aoyama is on site, but we're still waiting on his test results.
His confession threw us for a loop. It's only natural that we're second-guessing loyalties.
I was gonna say you would kind of freak out a little bit because if he went, what's the word I'm looking for, undetected for so long, who else, you know?
Based on the data recovered from Star and Stripes' fight, Tomura Shigaraki is currently far more powerful than All for One. And I know that everyone is aware of how strong All for One is. You no doubt saw the reports from Kamino.
That's quite scary then, given how All Might just managed to beat him. And the other guy's stronger. That's scary.
Dabi's fearsome flame will burn everything in its path. We've run into that problem already at the training camp.
That's the thing. All for One, he certainly has the strongest team.
We have to scatter everybody, their entire vanguard. We must lure out the enemy, divide them, and systematically crush them.
Wait, so we've already divided ours into three. You could have Todoroki and Dabi, Kacchan and All for One, and then Midoriya and Tomaru.
Look, I feel bad for the kid, but we can't make a decision based on empathy for him. He still knowingly sold out the entire world. In my position, you learn to judge somebody based on their actions.
I understand, but I have hope. I believe the boy will see the light.
I know, but it's so difficult because of the things that he did. Like, I understand why he did them, but still. Did he try and think of another way?
As far as we can tell, there's nothing irregular. His nervous system looks normal to me. He seems like a perfectly healthy kid.
So he's not gonna explode then, thank God.
Hate to tell you this, but you won't make many friends in life who'll stick up for you like your classmates did.
And he's sitting in front of us weeping like the epitome of despair. That's why we're holding out a hand to him.
It's amazing, actually, the way the whole class was behind him. Because that wouldn't happen in real life.
That terrifies me. It's like the more they believe in me, the harder they try to help, the less I'm able to believe in myself.
He doesn't want to let them down. He's worried he'll disappoint them.
They should lock me somewhere without any light. I'll die alone and no one will get hurt.
I expect the police will take it easy on you, but still, this won't go away.
No, you have to face this. And you need to fight back. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. You caused a lot of death.
Using you like this may make us no different than All for One. It's not fair, but I won't let you give up. You hear me? You're not going to just sit around waiting for death, tormented by your coerced actions.
Mr. Aizawa is just so perfect. I love him.
You will not drown in your guilt. Even though you may be miserable, you're going to stand beside your class, like they stood for you.
Aww, this is just so nice.
As long as you stick with those kids, you'll be okay.
Everything's gonna be fine, buddy. It's gonna be fine.
What difference can one person make? Especially a criminal.
You're not a criminal, though. You were stuck in this situation. You didn't choose to be a criminal.
The students of UA, the teachers, the pro heroes, everybody. That path ahead of us is a path we'll all walk together.
The story of how we all became heroes. Oh, it was such a nice episode, you guys. I was like sitting here feeling emotional and getting chills. And you know what? Thank God we actually had a chill episode here today, because this show just started and then it went to 100 and I thought, God, it's never going to slow down, you know? My heart kind of breaks for him, because he always had this like fun about him. But to know that he was like hiding all of this and under this much pressure, I'm surprised that he didn't snap a long time ago. Because like, there's really not that many people that would be able to go through this. And just seeing him cry 24/7, it breaks my heart. But he has everybody standing beside him. Oh, my character is more like, I struggle to trust people. So I kind of feel like, can we trust him? Is he just gonna go back to all for one in 2 seconds? So yeah, they're really pushing him in this season, and I've said it before, he's not one of my favorite characters from My Hero, but I feel like this storyline actually suits him really, really well. And yeah, I'm excited to see, like, will he betray us again? And not through any fault of his own. You know? Is he crying so much because he knows that there's nothing he can do to go against All for One? I don't know. Or just maybe he just does feel like incredibly guilty. I don't know. I guess time will tell. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today for some more My Hero Academia. And I'll see you next week for episode 5. Thank you for watching. Bye.